Hello and welcome to another complete Edexcel GCSE PE lesson, where you'll learn absolutely everything you need to know on the third and fourth syllabus objectives in topic 1.2 on blood vessels and blood distribution. Before we begin, a quick reminder that Edexcel GCSE PE, the complete course, is now available to download, link below. You need to describe the structure and function of the main types of blood vessels. So arteries carry high pressure blood away from the heart to the organs and tissues. They have thick muscular walls with elastic fibres, which helps to maintain the waves of pressure generated by the heart and allows the vessels to widen during exercise, increasing blood flow to the working muscles. Arteries have a relatively narrow lumen, the space inside the vessels, which helps to maintain high pressures, and don't have valves as they're close to the heart, meaning pressure is sufficient to prevent backflow. Arteries typically transport oxygenated blood. This is important in physical activity and sport because the working muscles need oxygen to respire, produce energy, and contract. The pulmonary artery is an exception as it carries deoxygenated blood from the heart to the lungs. Arteries lead into smaller vessels called arterioles, and arterioles split off into capillaries, which form a network throughout the organs and tissues. The role of capillaries is to facilitate the exchange of substances, so gases, nutrients, and waste products, between the blood and the body's tissues. To achieve this, they have extremely thin, permeable walls made of a single layer of cells and a very narrow lumen, which slows down the blood to facilitate diffusion. Capillaries play an important role in physical activity and sport, as they allow for the exchange of oxygen needed for respiration and carbon dioxide, a byproduct of respiration. Capillaries merge into venules, and venules lead into veins, which transport blood back to the heart. Veins carry blood at low pressures and therefore have much thinner walls than arteries, with less muscle and fewer elastic fibres. They have a large lumen, which lowers resistance and allows the blood to flow more easily. They also contain one-way valves, as blood pressure is insufficient to prevent backflow. Veins play an important role in physical activity and sport, as they bring deoxygenated blood back to the heart for it to be re-oxygenated. The pulmonary vein is an exception, as it carries oxygenated blood from the lungs. You need to know how and why blood flow is redistributed during exercise. So during exercise, the demand for blood flow to the working muscles increases as they require more oxygen and nutrients for respiration and produce more waste, like carbon dioxide and lactic acid. One of the ways the cardiovascular system meets this demand is by diverting blood away from relatively inactive areas, like the digestive system, to more active areas, so the working muscles. This redistribution, referred to as vascular shunting, is achieved by vasodilation and vasoconstriction of blood vessels. Vessels that supply inactive tissues constrict or narrow, reducing blood flow, while vessels that supply the working muscles dilate or widen, increasing blood flow. Well done, you've just covered absolutely everything you need to know on blood vessels and blood distribution. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you next time for the fifth syllabus objective on the components of blood.